What's up, y'all? I hope y'all doing good. So today we're gonna talk about 5 things that I learned as a teen. And a couple days ago, it was my birthday. I turned 20 years old, which is a big step. It's huge, and I'm really grateful. I thank God for this new opportunity that He gave me to be alive and to still be on this earth. Because a lot of people, man, they couldn't make it. To this type of age. It's a big step. You're not a teen anymore, but you're actually getting into that season of life where, like, bro, no games, eh? But the first thing I really learned at a young age was to believe in my dreams. I was always a guy that, honestly, bro, I never cared about what people would say to me, or those who don't believe in me. I always had that mindset that if I put myself to something, I think I'm gonna make it. Not even a think, like, I'm gonna make it. Literally, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna do everything to go chase what I want. And this has been something that I've been doing for the past, like, I can say even 6 years, 7 years, to just try and become a professional soccer player. It's honestly something that I really want to do in the future. That's something that I always wanted to do. There was never something else that I truly wanted to do in my life else than becoming a professional soccer player and use that as a gift that can be used to preach the gospel or even just live that lifestyle, but living that lifestyle in the right way, because when you're professional, when you're in those type of environment, a lot of people, they use it to, sign contract with the devil, just a lot of things are in that environment. But you can also use that to be able to be an inspirational to the people around you. That is something that I really want to do, to push the next generation to believe in themselves. And, like, yeah, I was always a person that honestly couldn't care less about what people would say to me. I always work hard, push through the hard times, and just believe. That's what I've been doing. So still here, still pushing, even though I'm not a professional soccer player yet. Today at 20 years old, still going, still pushing. The same journey keeps going. Second thing was to be responsible at a young age. Me, from the age of 17 to the age of 20, I started, going away from home, for soccer and everything, like traveling to other cities. Literally at the age of 17 or 18, remember, I had to travel to Vancouver in the middle of being in grade 11 in high school and leave my family for a while and go and have some trials with a professional academy. And that was the first ever time I took the plane, like, in probably 10 years. And that was the first time I took it alone, alone. It was a big step, so. And since the age of 17, I haven't been able to stay in my house with my family for even a year, because every time I'm always away, either for, yeah, literally always for soccer, either I'm playing in another city, I'm going on trials, so just a lot of things that made me to be responsible at a young age, and to know that this life is not granted, to know that you need to move out there and go get it. And that really helped me to be able to have that mindset. The mindset that you can't stay in your comfort zone for too long, and it helped me to be able to be disciplined. To know that you don't have mom by your side, you don't have dad by your side, but, bro, you got God and you got yourself, so you can just push through that and go forward. So that really helped me to be responsible at a young age, to know that I have to cook for myself, I have to pay the rent for myself. Like, literally now I don't live home anymore because of uni. I'm out here, I work for my food, pay rent alone, everything on my own, So yeah, even at the age of 20, bro, that's literally when you can, something I really try to push myself to do, and that is literally around the age of 17. I started telling myself, like, I can't keep counting on my family always. I can't always count on them. It is important to count on them, but there's some times where you can find for the solution on your own. You don't always have to count on people around you, bro. Sometimes you just have to check on your right side, on your left side, and just think a little bit and pray to God, and bro, you're gonna find a way through without always asking to people, always bothering people. There's always a way. There's always a way, and that's something that I learned at a young age. Third, I learned how to not be in a crowd. And when I say crowd, I'm talking about like going to the club, smoking, going to parties, all that type of stuff. Literally, I never been to the club once in my life. I never smoked. I never took alcohol. Like, none of that. And I just learned to not be in the crowd. I remember there was a time in high school, actually, one of my friends asked me if I wanted to vape. I just said like no. Like, what? Like those type of things never been like things that I even had thought about. Like even thinking about it, I never really like literally no. Just has never been anything that I really wanted to do or anything I had the desire to do. So I'm really grateful for that, because there's a lot of people out there, especially this generation, bro. Like, you got friends, bro. They're gonna push you to do things, and if you don't do them, you might just lose them as well. And that's something I learned early, bro. How to not be in a crowd. If I have to lose you because you're trying to bring me to the club and I said no, okay, who cares? It just shows how like you're not responsible. It just shows how you don't have the mindset, like, someone that really wants it. I'm not saying people that go to the club don't end up successful. I'm not saying that, but just the fact that you don't maximize that time to grow in yourself, it tells it all. The fourth thing for me, which is literally like the most important thing, and I kept this for the end part, just to talk more about it, was building a relationship with God. How that is important? That is so important. Without a relationship with God, you lost it. You lost it. Like, I promise you, it is so important, and people don't really realize, especially in this generation. We just focus on everything else than God. We try to do things outside of God. We try to get marriage outside of God. We try to do all these things, and we always forget about God and about the Creator. We there's like a quote that says like people worship more the creation more than the Creator. So you worship more the things that are on this earth than the person that literally brought you here, the person that gave you bread. And even in the Bible it says like, seek first the kingdom of God and everything shall be given to you. That's in Matthew, something. I might put it out. And it's very important to have this relationship with God. When I say relationship with God, it's not, oh, I go to church and I pray and I sing and I go home. Nah. Relationship with God is you and God. It's like a relationship between you and your husband. Communication. You talk to each other. When things are not going right, talk to each other. When things are going right, you talk to each other. Because a lot of people are always pretend to come to God only when things are, shiny, everything is perfect. But when things are not going their way, they're just running away, And that is not good. Relationship with God on a daily, you meditate, you read your Bible, you pray, you fast. All these things really, really important. Especially, having a relationship with God will help you to not be distracted by a lot of things like lust, parties, distraction, and everything. Really, 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 really important. Especially faith. You're here for a reason. What about when you die? Just so many questions that you need to ask yourself, because you can't just be living this life without knowing what's gonna happen after. You can't just live this life without knowing. You can't just live life like if you're here and then you're just gonna go and just, you know, nah, bro. There's more. There's more to life. There's more to life. Trust me. And the last thing is to have a small circle of friends. Really, really important. You know, me personally, man, that is something that I learned. I learned that you can have a lot of connections. You can have a lot of friends, people that you know, but friends, I see friends as like connection between a person that you can literally count on a long term, which is like someone that you're gonna grow with, bro. Someone that is gonna help you to grow. First of all, spiritually, someone that is always going to support you, you know, someone that is always going to be there with you, you know. I got some real friends in my circle. I don't really like to, you know, be around too many people, and then they just leave, you know. That's why I'm really careful with my friends, you know. The people that I accept in my circle are people that I know, like, those are like the real ones, you know. People that I can help in their faith and, you know, advice, is anything like that. That's how I really take it. But yeah, man, you know, those are like the 5 most important things that I really learned as a teen. And something that I should also add maybe would be like financially, you know. At an early age, I learned how you know, to stop asking for money, like to my family and everything. And it's not something bad, but it's just like I keep learning that you can always find a way through it. You can always find a way through it. That's something I always keep in my head, bro. There's always a way through it. There's always a way you can find this. There's always a way you can be out of the situation, even if it's hard. That's how I keep it in my mind for real. But that's all, man. If you made it this far, thank you for supporting. You're a real one, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one.